Today for this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make candied yams or sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes in the UK, yams in America. So for this recipe, we're going to need 3 yams, which I've cut up here. I've cut these up yesterday and I preserved them in cold water in the fridge. So I've cut up 3 sweet potatoes or yams, and I've got 140 grams of brown sugar and 140 grams of white sugar. And then ginger, we're going to use half a teaspoon. Cinnamon, we're going to use 1.5 teaspoon. And nutmeg, we're going to use half a teaspoon. I've got 70 grams of butter. And I've got my dish, which I'm going to cook it in. And let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is add a little bit of water to the dish. Like that much. Move it around. Okay, and then we're gonna layer the sweet potatoes or yams onto the dish. So I'm just gonna drain it. The water, putting the water to preserve it helps it keeps its colour and keeps it fresh. So now we're gonna layer these yams or sweet potatoes onto the dish. I'm starting to feel like this dish might not be big enough, but we just gotta hope and pray that it is big enough. If it's not, it should be big enough, but if it's not big enough, I might not make all of the yams. So we're just layering everything. So to actually prep the yams, because I didn't show you what you need to do, is just need to wash the yams, and then I just use a potato peeler to remove the back off. And then I washed it again once I removed the back off, and then just cut them down with a knife. And it's quite difficult to be fair, so you need to be careful when you're doing it. And you cut them down. So that's all of the yams. So you just have them laid up in your dish. So the next thing I'm going to do is preheat the oven. I have an electric cooker, so I'm gonna put it on 200. And then we need to make sure your pan is heating. I've put it on number 4, so that's like medium to high heat. And what we're gonna do is leave it to heat up for a bit. I've left it to heat up for a bit. So what we're going to do is we're gonna add the butter to the pan, and then you're just gonna leave that to melt, and I'll be back once it's all melted. Okay, so now it's pretty much like all of it's pretty much melted apart from like this chunk. So now what we're gonna do is add in the sugars. So obviously I've put the brown and white sugar together, like you can see underneath. There's white sugar there. So yeah, I'm just gonna pour it in. What we need to do is we need to mix it until it's like all melted, basically. Just need to keep heating it up. I'm gonna turn up the heat a bit. So now it's basically on high heat. I'm just gonna leave it to melt. So yeah, and then I'll be back once everything's melted. Now that is pretty much all melted, I'm gonna add the spices. So I'm gonna be using half a teaspoon of ginger. So that's like half a teaspoon. I'm using half a teaspoon of nutmeg. So let's just mix that in. Then I'm going to be using 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Oh, so this is 1. This is the half. I mean, if you don't really like cinnamon, you don't have to add too much, but I really love cinnamon here, so just got to stir everything in. But I feel like with candied yams, cinnamon really is the be all and end all. You can see the sauce is starting to get nice and black. So now I'm going to turn it down to number 2, which is low to medium. And we're going to let this simmer for a few minutes. Okay, so now that the sauce is done, this is what it looks like. And I'm now going to incorporate it onto the potatoes. Or yams, depending on what you want to call it. So pour everything into the tray. So now I'm just gonna mix everything to make sure it's spread about everywhere.
It is quite hard to make sure everything is covered, but I think I'm doing good with a spoon. Just want to make sure you get it everywhere. And then once you've got it all incorporated, you're going to just this way now.
Gonna add this piece back, and now we're going to cover it with foil. Sorry if I just moved the camera a bit there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put it in the oven for 45 minutes. So it has been 45 minutes and I've just taken out the yams, sweet potatoes, out of the oven. So as you can see, it's now melted more, and now we're gonna mix it again. And now when you put it back into the oven for 15 minutes, you're gonna leave it uncovered. So I'm gonna put this into the oven and I'll be back once it's finished. So now I've taken the yams out of the oven and now they're done. These are my candied yams. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to try out this recipe. If you try it out, please comment below and let me know what you think. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching my video. Bye.